Welcome to Mission Save Our Drone. Ever wonder how we get all these amazing aerial shots? It's because we travel with a drone. But we had to leave that drone behind in Muscat, Oman when we visited in January 2024.
We had to leave our drone, unfortunately, at the airport customs.
Because drones are banned in Oman. We planned to pick our drone up on our way out of Oman, but we then realized that the next few countries we were planning to visit all have really restrictive drone laws. So we decided that Omani customs was the best place for our drone to stay.
So it's been sitting with them for about 2 months now, and it's about time where they would toss it in the garbage or we can go collect it. So we're gonna go collect it. It's gonna be a crazy couple of travel days.
There's a flight that we booked that we're actually not sure if we're gonna be able to get on. We'll explain a little bit more on that later. And some of our connections are pretty tight.
Yeah, follow along.
Oh my god. Taking a gigantic bag down the stairs. Oh my gosh. Why is there so many stairs? Okay, bag number 2. To get out.
So we are flying out of Florence. We have spent the last week in Italy just eating our way through Florence. It's been amazing. But on this drone rescue, we are flying from Florence to Munich and then getting a connecting flight from Munich to Muscat, where our drone is currently residing. And eventually after that we plan to make it to India, but that's kind of the little triangle that we're taking in order to get to our drone.
Made it to the airport.
We did. 11:39, 20 minutes to spare before check-in closes. I'm confused. This has never happened to us before. We went to go check in, but she couldn't check us in. She told us to come back at closing to verify that there's enough room on the plane for us to get on.
We checked in last night. We have boarding passes. When we got here, she said something about the weather, something about how they can't take every person. This flight was supposed to leave at 1 p.m., get into Munich at 2, and then our connecting flight's at 9 p.m. So we were just hoping to sit in the Munich airport for about 7 hours. But now it seems like we might not get on this flight, or we might get on this flight. I don't know.
Basically, we'll know in about a half hour whether or not we're getting on this flight.
30 minutes later.
They are still telling us to wait, so it's looking more and more likely that we're going to be bumped off this flight. EU does have a lot of apparently compensation laws, so apparently we'll be eligible for up to 250 euros per person. Well, I'm not complaining if we get bumped off this flight. Things are happening fast here. It looks like no more flights from Florence today because of the wind. We're being told that they will give us some compensation and we can take an alternative flight tonight from Bologna.
This is the form they gave us to receive our compensation of $250 or 250 euros per person.
So what does it really mean?
Means we made money on this flight.
We just made 500 euros for doing nothing. Thank you, wind. Wind is the best. I want wind every day on all my flights. Amazing, I love Europe. Europe is the best. We also get our alternative flight for tonight out of Bologna to go to Munich. So we got an alternative ticket, the transport there. We're gonna get meal vouchers, and we get the 500. So we are swimming in money today. We got our new boarding passes and $15 for food.
The meal vouchers.
We will get to eating our sandwiches, and then we leave at 3 p.m. on a bus from here to Bologna Airport, which is an hour from here, and then we catch our flight at 5:15.
Knock on wood that everything works out as planned from now on.
Okay, we're on the bus, heading to Bologna. Guys, welcome to a very rainy Bologna airport. That's the airport, and our flight check-in bag closes in 15 minutes. Okay, I got it.
Got it?
Let's go, let's go! Yeah. That bus ride was actually pretty comfortable, and we got here in about an hour. Oh my goodness, we have made it.
Whoa.
That's how sleepy Melissa is.
No, just sitting in the car for an hour while it was raining. They're like, well, need to sleep. I'll wake you up.
The bags look like they're the right weight, so. That was an excellent check-in. Literally nobody in line, and I think we're the last ones. That's our gate.
That's our gate.
To Munich.
So close.
It's raining here. Hopefully that's not a weather concern. That's our flight. We're gonna walk to it.
I love it when they make you walk.
And you can load from the back instead of the front, which is super nice because we're in the back of the plane. I feel like a pilot. I'm doing like a walk around the plane, making sure all the gears are properly leveled. And it's a 2x2 config, so super nice. It's just me and Melissa, and all of the other people.
Welcome aboard. These are Dormiti Lufthansa flight destination Munich. Just a few more minutes and then we will be ready to leave the parking position and proceed toward the patch runway.
You guys, we made it to Munich in one piece. Very simple flight. Interesting landing, a little bit of craziness on the way, but
Yeah, it went from like this to a couple times.
now we have to shift terminals to Terminal 1 to recheck in our bags to Oman. And that flight is very interesting. I'll tell you more about it when we check in.
It's kind of covered.
Wow. Huh. Okay, keep moving, I guess.
Oh, it is cold.
Oh, it is cold. And we're outside the terminal. This way to Terminal 1. So you keep walking and then you'll eventually get there. Look at this gigantic ceiling. Let me tell you a little bit more about this flight. We were trying to find flights back to Oman because our drone is stuck in Oman. The flights to Oman from here were very expensive. They were 400 euros per person. And one day I suddenly find there's a flight for 100 euros. So of course I book it. And then I get an email saying, hey, here's your confirmation code. And I was like, oh, this is perfect. I go to look up that flight. That flight does not exist. And I am told that this is a group fare booking. Something about this fare is that it is part of a group, and that allows them to get a lower rate. And the lower rate was almost 3 times cheaper. It was 100 euros per person. With the exception that we don't have a PNR, we don't have a booking. We're just supposed to be at the gate 2 hours before our flight, and hopefully they should allow us to check in. And if that doesn't happen, we'll be stuck in Munich for the night. I think I see our flight somewhere there. Check-in number C to Muscat. Okay, keep following Terminal 1, CD. And we're going to C, departures, to the left. We are at the check-in counter, so let's see what happens. Are they gonna find our ticket, or are they not gonna find our ticket?
We
We'll see.
are also the last in line in
a very long line.
very long line.
It's now or never. We're next in line. Hello.
Do you have hotel booking and
Yes. Yes.
may I see, please?
Yeah. Yeah. And then we have a OCI for India, so
Okay, thank you.
yeah.
You can put on your luggage on the screen.
Oh my god, we're on it. We got the boarding passes! Oh my god.
It worked.
It was so simple. They put our names in, and we were on the flight. Whew.
Like, no questions, no nothing. She just gave us these and we were good to go.
We saved almost 200 euros per person by booking through this third party. The way they sell these tickets is they sell unsold inventory on planes, so the planes that go with empty seats, they kind of sell them on the down low. So officially the flight will still cost 300 on their website, but on this other website it costs 100. Yeah, I am shocked. A 6-hour flight from Munich to Muscat for 100 euros. And it actually worked. So now we're at the the gate and we're just waiting for our flight to board. It's a little bit delayed. I mean, of course, it's Salam Air. So we do have a correction. This flight was only 89 euros per person. So more like $95 per person. So it's less than $100. So I feel really, really good about that.
Guten Abend, meine Damen und Herren. In wenigen Minuten beginnt am Gate C10 das Einsteigen für Ihren EasyJet
He said Einstein.
EZY8642 nach London Gatwick. Zuerst bitten wir unsere Gäste,
I got London Gatwick out of that.
gefolgt von EasyJet
London Gatwick.
EasyJet was what I heard.
How we like that at
I know. Okay, we're boarding. Yay, we're through. Goodbye. Goodbye, Munich. See you later. I wonder how we're gonna get there though. Is it just a walk? Or is it a bus? Oh, it's a bus. It's always a bus.
It is officially, so 9:30.
Okay, so it's half hour late.
Yeah, half hour late.
Do I get any compensation for that? No.
No.
Legroom situation. I think most are just shorter, so she always has more legroom. So we are almost to Oman. It is just early morning here, so we can actually see the sunrise. Hey guys, welcome to Oman. I feel like I'm saying this for the second time this year. We just rented a car. Gonna go pick up our car, go to our hotel, have some breakfast, feel a little bit more alive. We're kind of feeling a little dead right now, so sorry if we sound a little boring. Okay. Make sure you're crossing the street without killing yourself. Project Get Drone Back continues today. After we get to the airport, we get the drone. And then we try to fly.
Hopefully. The drone is still a big question mark. So we'll see in 8 hours.
It's possible our drone has been tossed away. It's been almost 2 months, and on our little sheet it said as long as it's less than 2 months, they will have our stuff. No one guaranteed us this when we left it there. But I'm going by what's written on the paper.
By the law.
By the law of the land, of the paper. Anyways, it's only 4 p.m. right now. Our flight's at 11:40 tonight, so another like red-eye flight to India.
One eternity later.
All right, well, you know what else could go wrong today? We ended up not recording any of it.
It's called a calamity of errors. Long story short, we had a flight that was supposed to leave around, 11 p.m. Muscat time to go to Mumbai, and then a separate ticket to get from Mumbai to Ahmedabad, where Rishi's parents live. And our flight got super delayed to the point where we would miss our connecting flight from Mumbai to Ahmedabad. So we spent hours on the phone trying to remedy that situation and get money back. Got
In
refunded.
short, we spent a lot of money today, which we did not expect to spend. We got the 500, so we were swimming in money today.
So now we're trying to book a different flight just to get to Mumbai.
We
so
seem
that,
to have booked now.
Yeah.
Supposedly, we have it now.
but
Maybe,
that took
maybe.
like 40 minutes to figure out.
I am going to retrieve the itinerary via PNR, and then if it says yes, then we have a flight to go to and check in.
But we still don't have the flight from Mumbai to Ahmedabad figured out.
Yeah, look at that. Finally, we have a ticket. I think let's go grab our drone from customs. Well, we have to check in. Check in?
Check in. We still have to get our drone. Okay guys, it is now or never. Rishi is with customs or some customs officer to try to retrieve his drone. I was not allowed to come with him. I was told to sit out in arrivals and wait for him. And Rishi is somewhere over there. It says visa deposit and baggage inquiries, but there is a customs desk within that area. been about 15 minutes and I've seen probably 5 people walk out of that door that we went through. And he's still not here. So, you know, just really hoping that he doesn't get stuck back there or intensely questioned for any reason. Okay, I'm sitting here waiting for my flight and Rishi made it!
The smile you see on my face is absolutely fake. I am exhausted today.
It's been a very rough day in general, especially for Rishi. So I'm sorry. The drone has been gotten.
The drone has been gotten. That's the positive of today. The drone is with us.
That is the positive. It is in Rishi's backpack right now because you can't have it out in the airport. But
It was crazy. Let's just say it was crazy, and I would not wish this happened to anyone. It's probably one of the most stressful travel days in the last 10 months that we've had.
If I'm being honest, we did a really bad job of filming the rest of the journey to India, mostly because we were pretty fed up with the day that we had just had. Rishi wasn't questioned intensely by customs officers, but the process for getting the drone back was really lengthy and required him sitting in a room by himself. We did manage to book a replacement flight from Mumbai to Ahmedabad, where we arrived at Rishi's parents' house only a few hours later than we had originally scheduled. So, all's well that ends well, right? And now, with our drone in hand, we'll be able to get some incredible shots of our upcoming adventures. After a short visit with Rishi's family, we're headed to Southeast Asia, so join us next time as we start off our trip in Cambodia.